If I was Eric Dickerson, I would have a legitimate beef about somebody breaking my record that's playing an additional game. I mean, what do you think the NFL should do with these records going forward?
I don't disagree with Eric. Nobody wants to see their record broken, regardless of the circumstances. Obviously, though, let's use common sense, because Eric Dickerson broke O.J. Simpson's record, and O.J. Simpson's record, they had 14 games to play. Guess what? Eric Dickerson broke it. He had 16 games. So now Saquon breaks it. He has 17 games. You're starting to get the rhythm here. It's going to keep happening if the game keeps increasing. The people want to see more games. Guys get to play more games. Records are meant to be broken. Anybody that has them will say that. I'm sure he doesn't want it to be broken, but somebody will break Saquon's record. If he breaks this one, somebody will go get his, and that's what progression is. I don't think you'll ever run into a time where somebody's not going to be able to break the record, because guys, keep evolving. The game keeps evolving. The rules keep evolving, and more games are to be played. You hear the 18 game schedule continuing to be a point of conversation. Roger Goodell speaks about it almost every year. They were speaking about it when we were in collective bargaining agreements. We said no, and then it went 17, and then we got into a tough about that, and it ended up being 17. So congratulations, first off, to Saquon Barkley for the 2,000-yard club. Big season for him, career season after leaving the New York Giants in a way that he did not want to. Go into a team with a great offensive line, great scheme, a divisional rival. This fan base has embraced him. I'm happy for him, happy for his family, happy for his career. He's getting to shine like the player that people expected when he came out of Penn State. So this is a great deal for him. Only the 9th player ever to go over 2,000 yards in a season. That's a big deal, a huge deal. Again, the National Football League has been around for a very long time, and he continues to elevate, continues to shine at a time where running backs aren't really appreciated or seen. He and Josh Jacobs and Derrick Henry are doing everything in their power to bring the running back position back. Your guy Jahmyr Gibbs as well, Christian McCaffrey. Guys like that are continuing to do what they can to allow people to know running back position is not dead in the National Football League. And if you have a great one, you have a chance. All their teams are in contention right now. And if you lose a great one, the Giants, the Titans, the Raiders, you're likely going to be picking in the top 5 next year. So maybe you take notes, National Football League. Take notes.
It certainly looks that way. And the Eagles go to play the Giants next week. We'll see if he gets that opportunity. If they choose to play him with the number 2 seed pretty much locked up for the Eagles, I'd be curious to see if Saquon goes for the record next week.
True Classics ultra comfortable, perfect fitting essentials make for the perfect gift for guys this holiday season. They have premium products at an affordable price. Their shirts define your best features with a perfect fit. Snug in the arms and the chest with just the right amount of room in the midsection. They have a 100% perfect fit guarantee and easy returns. If you're into working out like me, True Classic also has active wear with moisture wicking, quick dry, and odor control. The holidays are here, and True Classics ultra comfortable, perfect fitting essentials make for the perfect gift for you and the men in your life. So if you're ready to upgrade your closet, shop now and unlock big savings during the huge holiday sale. Just go to my exclusive link at trueclassic.com/Richard to save. That's trueclassic.com/Richard. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. End the year with holiday cheer thanks to True Classic.
Let's go to Cincinnati. What a wild finish. Probably one of the best games, if not the best game of the season. Denver goes down the field and scores with 8 seconds left to tie the game. Marvin Mims, what a catch. First off, did you think that was a catch? You saw him bobbling the ball. I know they called it a touchdown on the field, and then his helmet slides out of bounds. Ball's still moving around, it appears. They call the play stands as called on the field. I mean, your thought about that. I mean, what a heroic finish to this game.
You catch it between two defenders like he did, and he's not the biggest guy in the world. I'm with the standing on the field. Call stands on the field. I understand there was a little bit of a bobble in there, but I'm not. The defenders had more than enough chance to get that football out. That's the right call. That's the way the game should be played. That's the way the call should be called. People get slow motion and semantics. The rules, the way the game is meant to be called, the way the game is, people think it should be called is that way. That's it. And that was a great catch by him. I love that the game went to overtime. Joe Burrow continued to shine, had 2 game-winning drives, with one in fourth quarter that gave him the lead, and then another one in the overtime that gave him a chance. They missed the field goal, and guess what? They said, "Hey, Joe, do it again." And he said, "You know what? DJ Khaled, I'll give you another one." And he did it again. This time he hits T. Higgins in a corner in the end zone for a touchdown, walk-off, touchdown, game winner. Again, Joe Burrow is having an incredible season. 42 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 4,500 yards, a really, really remarkable season, an all-pro season of sorts. And that's where it's going to get interesting this offseason. And not to take away from the Broncos, who are going to be in the playoffs this year. Bo Nix had a really, really cool game, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 219 yards. We talked about the Marvin Mims play. He ended up with 2 touchdowns, really starting to shine for this offense. Cortland Sutton, big plays down the stretch, 5 catches, 55 yards in the touchdown. Jonathan Cooper and Nick Bonito are starting to become a really, really incredible tandem of pass rushers in the National Football League, along with now Zach Allen with 3.5 sacks. It's going to be really interesting to see how they develop. They're a big reason why this defense is as effective as they are. Obviously, in the back end, you got our guy Patrick Surtain, the best cornerback in the National Football League, and a rough game for Riley Moss. Coming back from injury. I'm going to let you know something. Coming back from injury and having to face T. Higgins and Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow is not what you want. I expected a tough game for him. He'll bounce back and continue to play as he has played. He's had a really good season outside of this game. The Broncos go to the Chiefs, and they have a game where the Chiefs will likely rest Patrick Mahomes and the boys. I thought maybe they'd play him for a half, just knowing the amount of time they're going to get off from this point. It's going to be like 2-3 weeks. But we'll see. We'll see how much they play him. We'll see how much they play Chris Jones. He didn't play last week, and their defense still had a number of sacks. Again, I don't know if you make decisions to win this game if you're the Chiefs. I know you don't play to lose. You'll game plan to win. But if push comes to shove, do you really want to potentially see Burrow in the playoffs? Is that really something that you want to sign up for? No, it's not. You'd like a lot of other people to be in the playoffs. There's very few people that have put the Kansas City Chiefs out of the playoffs. Guess who's one of them? Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has sent them home. Yep. He has sent them home. So I don't think they really even, I know there's the very small possibility that they get in, even with the Chiefs winning and everything going as it is. And I don't know if he beats them if he plays them. But why risk it? Why put him in there? Why put somebody that dangerous in the playoffs with a puncher's chance? I wouldn't. But we'll see how that goes. I think the Broncos find a way to win, and they end these hopes of the Cincinnati Bengals. But still, a great season from Joe Burrow and a good season from Bo Nix. Way to come back from the way he started. The Bengals played the Steelers in a very meaningful game. Steelers have lost 3 in a row. They need this win going into the final week, going into the playoffs, the wild card. If they lose this 4 straight going into the playoffs, is not what anybody wants.
The Cincinnati Bengals, for as good as they've been down this stretch and for hot as this team's been and hot as Joe Burrow's been, that disappointing start to the season, and it's happened on back-to-back seasons where they're just having these lackluster starts to the season, and it's ultimately, unless they can catch some serious lightning in a bottle here and you make it into the playoffs, it's ultimately going to be their doom. Cincinnati, like you said, could cause a lot of damage in this playoff, and there's no question about it. I bet if you pulled the Kansas City Chiefs, they're going to tell you, hey, we'll play whoever's in front of us, but I can promise you the last team they're going to want to play